someone say Empire Total War? Oh wait, no, they didn't. I was the only one that said it. Ooh, lame joke to start the video. Hey, in any case, this is the Heir of Carthage bringing you kind of my last hurrah to Empire Total War. Because we're all getting ready for Napoleon Total War. And what better way to get ready for Napoleon Total War than to watch me quick-liming a bunch of beautiful French troops. So anyway, yeah, I just killed 7 Swiss guards with a quick-lime shot there and probably lagged my computer because of the quick-lime shot. Yeah, being zoomed in, it gets kind of graphics intensive. In any case, as you can tell, I'm obviously not playing as the French, or else I probably wouldn't be shooting my own men with quick-lime. So let me go introduce you to my Prussian army. Out front, I have my skirmish line of 3 Prussian Jaegers. Here they are, kneeling in reverence to their general. Oh no, wait, they're just in a light infantry doctrine. Never mind. Ooh, 2 lame jokes. Not a good roll tonight. Alright, my infantry, I have 3 units of superior line infantry and 4 units of regular line infantry. And we should ask the regular infantry how it feels to be standing next to a unit that's named superior line infantry, and yet they're just line infantry. Probably makes them feel a bit inferior. Eee, 3 lame jokes. Alright, I struck out. Any case, let's get on with the commentary. I've got 2 units of light dragoons. I have 2 units of 24-pound howitzers. The only rule in this battle was no more than 2 artillery pieces. So you can see that I'm in keeping with my only rule. It would be pretty poor if the host made a rule and then didn't keep it. So yeah, we had a little bit of an artillery duel going on at first. So here's my howitzers, sending out some shots. Good job, men. Keep up the good work. Of course, actually, I think that in the end this artillery unit doesn't do very good work. They don't kill anybody. But hey, they looked good while they were doing it. Alright, my other units, I have 2 units of Death's Head's Hussars. I think it's Death Head would be their name historically because they didn't wash their hair and it put off an awful reek. Man, I thought I was finished with the lame jokes, but I guess not. In any case, here they are going to take command of this hill, and I'm doing that because of my opponent's force of cavalry, and I will show you that in a moment. My opponent has moved some tier lores up here. They must be hidden. That's why I'm moving these line infantry in response. And of course I missed the opening action. You can see all the dead Frenchmen in the background. My skirmish line fired and then retreated. And as you can see, I'm still firing quicklime to some effect against these Swiss guards, which is good because they're an excellent unit. And I've actually decimated them quite badly with quicklime. And my opponent is using his skirmish units on the flanks, which means that my skirmish units got to fire and retreat, which is ideal. Because now his line units are going to come within range of my line, and I get the first volleys. So here you can see our lines trading volleys, but his units are depleted at best. Am I the only one that thinks it's kind of funny that my way of celebrating the incoming of Napoleon Total War is to make a video of me slaughtering French troops? Yes, in any case, somewhat ironic. As you can see, I didn't stop my artillery from firing, so they're firing dangerously close to my own men. And these French troops are going to be lucky if they make it to my line without routing, and they did. Yep, so there's my line saying, go back home, you sissies. And down here, of course, the Swiss Guard didn't rout before they hit my line because they're top quality units. And I'm sure that they'll be fighting here for a little while. Swiss Guard are probably one of the most excellent units on the game. It's just that they're very expensive. As you can see, he proved that right there by stabbing my man in the back after knocking him to the ground. Very good of him. Anyway, I'm missing all the action. Here's the French tier lores that I was telling you about. So I've now taken my skirmishers, which have retreated, and formed a secondary line to defend my flank. And right here, his tier lores are coming in for some action, and my Jaegers are ready to meet them. The reason I took command of the hill with my Death's Head's Hussars is because my opponent had 4 units of these Garde du Corps heavy cavalry units, and these are much tougher than my cavalry units. Death's Head Hussars are better in a melee than 2nd Hussars, but they also still have a better charge than most heavy cavalry. So that was my intent on putting them up on this hill, is that I would give them kind of a rocket-propelled assistance here. And here comes my Hussars charging down. And they're going to get a pretty darn good charge bonus. I killed about 12 horses in that unit. and the same over here. And also I brought in my light dragoons. You can see there that they fired into the rear of the French Garde du Corps. And here they are, going about their bloody business. Of course there's no blood. I don't have the smoke and blood mod. But that's okay, we got to see the blood on my medieval video. Alright, so yep, those guys are taking care of business. As you can see, my Jaegers are easily holding their ground against these tireleurs. And over here on this flank, you kind of missed all the action. I didn't really have time to show it to you. And basically what happened is my opponent moved a couple of units of tireleur over here. And while he was moving them in, I charged them with my light dragoons. And you can see the remains of that fight right here. And that basically slowed them down, and then gave me time to move this unit of line infantry into position, and this one as well. This unit's now embattled in a square with a unit of Garde du Corps, and my opponent probably just doesn't realize that going on at the moment. Yeah, so my opponent's line really got battered badly, and pretty much that made this battle easy for me to win. And as you can see, the tactics I kind of used here was I targeted his elite unit with my artillery, and then I used my skirmish line as it was meant to be used to disrupt his main line, and then my line infantry was able to do their work quite handily. So here's me chasing off the remnants of those tireleurs and Garde du Corps. This is the most honorable part of a battle, whenever you're chasing a routing enemy. And even though they're just trying to get back home to see their mothers one more time, we're going to deny them that opportunity, because that's the honorable thing to do. Obviously, I'm just being cruel, but in this game these units might come back from routing, and I would really prefer that they didn't. But I do make amends slightly with my enemy, even though I'm dishonorably chasing down his routing troops. Right there my men take some shrapnel shot, and then here I do them the injustice of charging right through these stakes. So here swift justice is served to my dishonorable light dragoons. I think more of them actually go through the stakes here in a moment. Yes, here we go. I'll show that what goes around comes around. So there we go. Man, am I a great commander or what? Take that, lousy troops. Good for nothing. Any case, here's France's only remaining units. It's these two units of 18-pounder horse guard artillery. So this is some excellent artillery. But they didn't really have very good position on my army, and that's why they caused minimal damage during the battle. But these type of artillery are expensive, but they can do some good damage if placed properly. And here my opponent's attempting to fire shrapnel shot at my nearby Death's Head Hussars. And I think he does get them at point-blank range here in a moment. I didn't expect him to be able to pull it off, but he did. So I'm making my final assault on his artillery from two sides. My Jaegers are firing in from the front, but to fairly small effect since his men are in some good cover there. And yep, here comes my Death's Heads, and let's see, I think he gets off some shrapnel shot here. It's pretty crazy. It's, I mean, extremely point blank. I thought he did. Maybe he didn't. Yep, there it goes. Ouch. Yeah, point blank shrapnel shot. So my men there got to suffer an extremely warm and excruciatingly fast death. Or at least I would hope it's fast. Nothing like being trampled upon by the hoofs of your fellow soldiers while slowly bleeding to death on a foreign battlefield. Man, that sounds great. I make everything sound great, don't I? Alright, so that's the last of the French troops, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of a last hurrah to Empire Total War. I'm not saying that I'll never play it again, but I'm just assuming that since Napoleon Total War is in kind of the same time period, same type of fighting, that, you know, videos of Empire Total War are probably not going to be as in high demand. But hey, I guess if people watching my channel want some, then I'll make them some. So yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed this kind of last saying goodbye to Empire. I guess goodbye if you want me to say goodbye. Anyway, I'll quit talking. You can see the results here. My opponent, I can't really say his name, but thanks for the game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And here's some unit statistics if you care to see. Yes, this unit of artillery, worthless. Some of my infantry did well, except for this unit of line infantry, worthless. This just tells me which men are going to jail whenever we get our troops back home. Alright, enough of my lame jokes.